Marvel Comics recently announced that they're moving forward with an animated TV show based on the hit comic book series Girl and Devil Dinosaur. Who is she? Who is this Moon Girl? Is she related to Moon Boy? And just how is she friends with a devil dinosaur? That's all coming right up. Moon Girl exploded onto the scenes in 2016 in the pages of Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. She was created by three people, Brandon Montclair, Amy Reeder, and Nacha Bustos. She is a 10-year-old girl named Lunella Lafayette. She is a super genius, and at the time she was created, a pre-activated Inhuman. Now, who exactly is she? To get to that, we have to talk about her representation. Not only is she a young girl, she is a female, she's a black character, but she also is confirmed to be on the autism spectrum. It was Amy Reeder, one of their creators, who said that she had a character in her head at the time that this was in the concept stage, who was black, maybe on the autism spectrum a little bit, but really, really smart. This character concept was somebody who would be an inventor, kind of like Inspector Gadget, but roller skating around the city and fighting crime. And then it was later that Brandon Montclair addressed the question that a lot of fans had because they had picked up on some of the mannerisms and characteristics of Lunella and asking, is she on the autism spectrum? So he confirms that indeed she is. He goes to say it was an influence on Amy contributions. She has a nephew with autism, but it's also unsaid because it's a very real thing and people deal with them in real ways. Our story doesn't have enough room to properly focus on such an important topic, so it's just a background influence. But, and coming out of the quote, as I just said, now back into the quote, a lot of people have clocked Lunella's personality and mannerisms as something you might find on the autism spectrum. So she is very important in terms of representation. She is somebody who is extremely popular, not only in the direct sales market, but in the scholastic market as well, having reached a younger demographic as well as an older one. So who is she? Her biographical history. To answer that, we need to look at three things. The first is going to be Devil Dinosaur. The second is going to be Moon Boy. And then we'll touch on her because while they're not related, the stories are overlapping with each other. So let's talk about Moon Boy. Moon Boy comes from a prehistoric Neanderthal hominid time period. He's part of a tribe, multiple tribes. One of them is the Killer Folk, but they're all called the New Folk. They're small, furry, ape-like beings, and they were originally thought to be from early 616 history, but actually come from an alternate Earth, which happens to be Earth 78411. One of the tribal leaders of one of the tribes came into possession of this magical thing called the Nightstone. It was actually Omni-Wave Projector, which is Kree technology. Now, when Moon Boy was a boy, he came across a mother dinosaur that was being attacked by one of the rival tribes who had 3 baby dinosaurs with her. The mom and 2 of the babies were killed, but the third baby was just badly burned. His skin was turned to red. So Moon Boy took him under his wing. They became friends. And the dinosaur actually got the nickname the Devil because of the red skin. But remember that Nightstone because we're going to come back to that in a minute. When Thanos had arrived to Earth a few years ago, he was on the hunt for his long-lost son, Thane. He was looking for tribute. He was looking for these Earths to cave to his whim and to murder everybody. At the same time, he was looking for his son. But Black Bolt, the king of the Inhumans, unleashed a Terrigen bomb that exploded over the Earth and released a massive amount of Terrigen mist into the Earth's atmosphere, which gathered itself into these Terrigen clouds that circled the planet on natural wind currents. Now, cue a school in Brooklyn, and we get to Lunella Lafayette, 10-year-old super genius. She's in school. She gets the name Moon Girl because she's being teased by her fellow students. She's super smart, and they're basically intimidated by her intelligence. So she's looking for a way to help with the Terrigen mist, being that she applies her genius level intellect to create things. She's an inventor. So she builds a device that can help uncover Kree technology. And what she finds under the Brooklyn Bridge is an Omni-Wave projector. She thinks this thing is really cool, so throws it in her bag. And one of her teachers, she's out there in the yard, and her teacher activates the device. And what it does is it can communicate across time and dimensions to other Omni-Wave projectors. And what hers does is connects to that Nightstone. Remember I said to remember that. And it opens a portal which allows not only the Killer Folk to come through, but Devil Dinosaur as well. They have this direct portal between Earth 78411 and Earth 616. So the first time that she dons her vigilante gear, it's not too long after that. It's just after her parents grounded her at the request of Amadeus Cho, who was one of the Ulks. She had a secret lab under the school, the public school where she attends. And once she gets there, after she breaks out of her house, she's able to hack into New York Police Department systems, the NYPD computers, to discover that her friend, Devil Dinosaur, is actually trapped at the Bronx Zoo and being held by a secret department called the Department of Dinosaur Control. She throws on her gear, her skates, she heads uptown for the rescue, and once Devil Dinosaur sees her, he's excited. He's like, hey, it's my friend, gives her a big old lick and breaks free of his confinement. So one of the things that she finds throughout her being an inventor and research is that she finds that she has a latent inhuman gene. She hasn't been activated and transformed yet, but she's terrified of that transformation. That was one of the reasons she was trying to find a way to help with the Terrigen clouds that were circling the Earth. But despite her best efforts, she is unprotected from the cloud. It does appear above her, and she is cocooned for several days. Devil Dinosaur circles around her, protecting her the whole time like a mother would protect her little baby kittens. It took a fight with a Cree boy to discover that her inhuman power is to switch consciousness between hers and Devil Dinosaur's. So she can trap her mind in there, but Devil Dinosaur's is switched, and when that happens, she actually looks like she's feral. So she developed something to counter that. Later on, she, with the help of Forge, actually developed a device that would destroy the Terrigen cloud. It took Medusa to help activate and destroy the cloud, which at the same time helped the X-Men and helped all of the mutants all over the world from the Mpox, which is another story for another time. But most recently, Lunella has been part of the Fantastic Three with Benjamin Grimm and Johnny Storm. They teamed up together. They're helping go on these missions to save galactic level, cosmic level threats, and they're aided with the help of old Fantastic Four technology like Herbie. Most recently, they are looking to stop Omnipotentus from devouring the entire 616 universe. So that's her. That's how she connects to Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, and that's what she is able to do in terms of her power set and what she represents. She's only been on the scene for a couple years, so she doesn't have an entire body of biography and history to her, but this is a character that will be around for a long time, and that is surely something that will be continued to develop. Let me know what you think down below of Lunella, of Moon Girl, and if I missed anything that you think that will be helpful for others, please go ahead and leave that in the comments for me and for them. And if you have an idea or request for another character history and origin video, please go ahead and send me a comment or a message, or email me at jesse@jlscomics.com. That'll do it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching and listening, and I'll see you in the next video.